Welcome to Eat Big or Stay Motherfucking Small, episode 4. You saw my last video, you saw how I was a bit of an emotional mess. Things weren't going right. I'm thinking, right, I need to step it up, George. You step it up, you little step it up. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna step things up. So today, we're in 500 grams of carbs, stepping things up for myself. So sit back, relax, enjoy. We are so close to 10,000 subscribers. So if you can subscribe as well, that'd be absolutely amazing. And let's do a quick weigh and see where we're at, and let's get this fucking day started. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. So first thing I do upon wake is I get as much water as I can. I normally go through a litre and a half in the first hour upon my wake. First sip of the day I normally try and, like, you know, down it, you know what I mean? So I'll try for you. 1 minute. Oh shit, it down and stuff. Wow, that was fucking hard. Whoa. As usual, the spray I use is the Frylight 1 calorie spray, olive oil. You can use whatever the fuck you want. Give it a little shake and bang, 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 bang. Hey, so I need a block popping. Big knife when I'm out shopping. Okay, meal number 1 is served. We have 4 whole medium eggs, 125 grams of asparagus. Our other part of it is we have 1 baked potato, which was 200 grams, and 1 poverty fucking rice cake. These are the potatoes I use, the McCain's baked potatoes. They're fucking simple. You just get that, put it in the microwave, 5 minutes, you're good to go. Very easy, very convenient for me. Don't know if you can see that, but I put the tiniest bit of butter on my potato, and I didn't track it.
Oh my fucking god, George, you've never fucking tracked your butter. This is false. I'm disliking the video because of this.
You motherfucker. You? Oh yeah, the time, if anyone gives a fuck, is 20 to 10 in the morning, 9:40. That is meal number 1. I'll explain why I'm having this a little bit later, but who are we watching on YouTube is the question with our breakfast. We are watching, oh god, I fucked it, Christian Guzman. Hopefully you understand. I'm gonna understand, man. I'm gonna understand. Dodging knocks as they pass. Okay guys, so I spoke about this on my Instagram yesterday, which should get me on George Osborne 12, and this was about me moving to, majority of my foods now are just single ingredient foods, and the reason behind this is because in my original video I was eating my bagels in the morning, and what I found was that my urge to go to the toilet was so much higher than what it normally would be. Like, you know when you need a shit and you just feel like it's just going to be uncomfortable, like it just doesn't feel right, that kind of urge. And that's what I want you guys to assess, because no fucker will speak about this on YouTube, but I don't give a fuck. Assess your shits, man. Assess them. As soon as you eat, you have to run to the toilet and lay mud down the toilet. That's not healthy, that's not right. You're not absorbing your food. You need some hard log to come out that arsehole. You need a hard log, fresh, nice log to come out of your arsehole. Just slip out quite nicely. And what I did previously is I looked at the back of a packet of bagels and I looked at the ingredients within the bagels. This is the ingredient panel for a bagel. What the fuck is half of that shit you're putting in your body? I don't know myself. What I did is I just took that out and moved to single ingredient food, so like potato and the rice cake like I had this morning. Digestion, so much better. I feel 10 times better. Instead of these, I felt like I was honestly about to shit myself. One thing I want you to do, take from this video, is assess your stools, guys, because it's very, very important. So if you don't look at your shits, you better start looking at them shits. So update in regards to steps, because I know people ask me, George, what are your steps, mate? I'm hitting about 10k a day. So what I do is I set out a little plan in the morning. I normally do about 7.5k in the morning, just going a little route around the local area, and I accumulate 2,000 to 2,500 throughout the day just by walking around the house, walking around the gym, and doing other shit that I do. Somehow I accumulate the step. I feel like there's time and place to relax as well. There's also a time and place to get your steps in as well. I feel like it adds an additional benefit. Look at the dog fucking barking. Shut up! So it's time for meal number 2, which is my pre-workout. So take a guess in the comment section what it is. You should already know. You follow me, you should already fucking know what it is. Oreos. So you weigh out your 100 grams of oats. Well, I have 100 grams of oats pre-workout, and you set your scale to 0. You set it to 0. Why isn't it working? You set it to 0. Boom. Then you add 450 milliliters of water. Now, if you're if you like milk, you have your milk. I stick to water. And 50. And then you shove it in the microwave approximately about, again, I do it a minute and a half, stir, minute stir, 30 seconds stir, add my whey in, then do stir the whey in, then I do another 45 seconds, then it's good to go for me. But again, that's down to you. I better get this camera out because I don't want to break it by fucking cooking it alive, you know what I mean? Because I changed this setting here and I go a fucking minute and a half, stir. It's weird, our microwave doesn't spin around like a normal microwave, so it's actually cooking or whatever you want to do, heating up, but it just doesn't move, which is fucking weird in my opinion. As usual, once you like it to consistency, which you obviously like, I don't know why I worded it like that, you add your whey in. Now I add 30 grams of whey. I repeat myself, these are very repetitive, but some people just don't get it. And I add 30 grams of whey. We won't do this one-handedly, but we'll give it a good stir, and eventually it will look like muddy diarrhea. Once the mud looks like that, back in the old microwave again for about, for me, I do it for about 30 seconds, not gonna lie to you, and then boom, good to go. Put a bit of pink Himalayan salt on it, one banana, which is about 100 grams, and you're fucking good to go. Pre-workout, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous meal, absolutely love it, and I love licking my teaspoon as well. This was my diet hack, so if any of you are dieting, use a teaspoon, because obviously you feel like you're eating a little bit more, you know what I mean? Like more mouthfuls make you feel a little bit fuller. And this is what the final masterpiece looks like. Nice consistency with the banana, and I also put 2 grams the old pink Himalayan salt onto the top of the oats to get sodium intake, a good nice juicy pump, and help uptake with nutrition as well. And I'll polish off my second bottle, so in total I'd have 3 litres prior to I train. And that's my pre-workout setup. Macros will probably be on the screen already. Nice easy meal, good amount of carbs, good amount of fat, and we're good to go. So typically after eating my pre-workout, I literally sit around for about an hour to an hour and a half before I actually start training. Within that phase, I'll watch a load of Jordan Peters trained by JP video, and I'll also fill out my logbook. I love going to the gym, knowing exactly what I'm doing. I hate just going in there thinking, oh, should I start on that first? Should I do that? I hate seeing people do that. It just really pisses me off. Typically I leave about an hour to an hour and a half after eating. Again, that's gonna vary from person to person, but my biggest advice for you is just experiment with different times. What I have been implementing since yesterday is these caffeine pills from My Protein. There we go. These hold 200 milligrams of caffeine within one pill, and I have also a decaf black coffee with that. Decaf is just because I'm already having caffeine from these. And one thing I've completely taken out is those fizzy fucking drinks, because what I do is I've literally been relying on Monsters, Pepsi Maxes all the time, you know what I mean? It's just not healthy if you rely on that shit all the time to get you through the day. You're relying on fizzy drinks. It's just not healthy, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I think here and there are great, it's totally fine, but if you're relying on that shit every fucking single day just to get you through work, your workout, life, it's just like, no, that's just not right. So I've been cycling that, if you know what I mean, getting rid of the fizzy drinks for the time being, just implementing these. I had a really good workout on these yesterday. Again, my heart rate was elevated quite high. I like that kind of shit, a bit of adrenaline, you know, breaking a sweat, feel like fuck me, I'm about to die. I like that kind of shit. Some people don't. If you like that kind of shit, then I'd highly recommend trying these. These are really good. I'll take this about half an hour before I train. We've got a pull session. Let's fucking do this. Nuts. Oh, I slapped myself there. I don't slap myself. There we go. Is in the fucking game, motherfuckers.
Man, I'm burning up. I only smoke weed when I'm turning up. Need to watch out for these scummy cunts. I don't need any friends, I got Monica. Monica's tall and she's sharp, and I used to let her rest in the park when it's dark. Cause the way the game goes, man, the way the game goes, gotta watch out for your foes, cause they're so close to home now. Cause they're so close to home. No face, but these bitches really feeling me. Money, I ain't into negativity.
So guys, post-workout looks like this. We have 150 grams of cooked weight chicken, 250 grams of cooked weight long grain rice, and we have 150 grams of Cocoa Pops. Ideally, this is my biggest meal of the day. You're looking at about 1,000 calories off the top of my head, about 185 grams of carbohydrates, minimal fat. I'm trying to get minimal fat so we can uptake the carbohydrates within this meal. This meal isn't about, I wouldn't say it's about replenishing your glycogen storages. It's more about utilizing and uptaking food more efficiently within the post-workout window. Your body's more primed to carbohydrates. Like it's like feed feed me, I need feeding. And you're more likely to uptake nutrition much more easier in your post-workout. For me, your pre and post-workout should be your biggest meals of the day, and that depends on like your lifestyle. For example, if you're a builder, if you work in an office, it's totally different, you know what I mean? It's gonna be fucking different. But that is my post-workout meal. I've already probably put the macros on the screen for you. It's quite late, believe it or not. I've got to fit another 2 more meals in after this, but that is my post-workout. Gonna put a little bit of pink Himalayan salt, a little bit of ketchup on that chicken and rice. Trying to stick to more single ingredient foods. I know Cocoa Pops are not single ingredient, but they agree with me very well and they taste fucking amazing. I've taken out the bagels and the egg whites. If you watched me recently, my original videos, and I've gone for this approach and it works so much better. No bloat post-workout and I feel right. I'm still hungry, you know what I mean? If you didn't already know, almond milk unsweetened is what I use with my cereal. Again, not a big fan of just like original dairy kind of milk. It just makes me want to shit myself, not gonna lie. So I'll just pour it in and not give a fuck, because it ain't worth tracking. I'll be honest with you, I ain't that picky. Again, per 100 ml, it's 13 calories. I'm not gonna worry. So guys, it is time for meal number 4. So looking in here, what are we gonna have? We're gonna have some of the finest trimmed green beans. We're also gonna have some chicken. Bang. So the seasoning I use for my green beans is the smoked paprika. The lid is fucking broken on this, not sure what's going on there, but literally I just give it a little sprinkle like that. Boom, give it a little shake so it kind of just like, you know, mixes in quite well. You're good to go, they're frying, baby. We got our baked potato, I just shove it in there. It's frozen, look, it's fucking frozen as a nut. And then we put that in for 5 minutes, 5-10, that'll do. Cooking up the old green beans, coming along nicely. And we're cooking up the chicken. Absolutely beautiful. Proper. Okay, so meal number 4 looks like this. 120 grams of trimmed green beans, 200 grams of potato, and we also have 120 grams of cooked weight chicken. And I've also added in 5 of these rice cakes, which again are these, I've kind of cut the top off of them, but these are the rice cakes which I use. Pretty straightforward, single ingredient. If you look on the back of the packet, 99.75% whole grain brown rice. And again with a potato, 100% potato. Pretty straightforward meal, not gonna lie to you. Nothing fucking crazy about this. So in my opinion, I think you should always max out your peri-workout window. So your pre, intra and post-workout. When you've maxed out that, I would look to add in your post-workout meal. Again, it's gonna fluctuate from person to person. Your post-workout might be your final meal of the day. You might train first thing in the morning. Everyone's different. But for me, I'm going to max out my post-workout meal, and the reason behind this is because I want to, we're near that post-workout window where our bodies are still sensitive to food. We want to uptake food as best as possible. So again, with my post I want to utilize food. So what I've done here is got quite a high carb meal, and again I'm just going to keep adding to this when I need to. So when I look to increase my carbohydrates, I'm going to be adding into my post-workout. Again, it's going to vary from other people, and other people can have loads of different opinions on it, but that's my opinion, that's what I do, and it's worked for me. This is meal number 4. Roughly, I'd say, I think it's about 70 grams of carbs, so I'll look to increase that over time. Final meal of the day coming to you at 10:30 at night. No excuses, you need to get your meals in. Stay up. So we're gonna have 125 grams of oats and 30 grams of whey to finish off my macros or finish off the day. What I found when having oats before I go to bed is I found that the increase in carbohydrates and just oats in general, I need to do a little bit of research in regards to oats. My sleep has improved so much. What I've been taking as well, I don't know if these have helped, but I've also been taking these, I've got these from Holland & Barrett, they're like sleep teas. Really help me relax before I go to bed. So if that's something you wanna try, fucking try it. But what I found recently is having oats before bed, my sleep is just so much improved. Like as soon as I hit the pillow, I'm fucking gone. And there we have it guys, final meal of the day. I don't know why I was watching a bit of Jeremy Kyle. It just came up on my recommendations. YouTube's fucking weird sometimes. It gives me some weird recommendations. I also got my tea, so that is my final meal of the day. And I'll speak to you guys in the morning because I want to eat this and just go to bed. I can't be fucked, you know what I mean? It's just one of those ones. where you can't be fucked to do fucking anything but get into bed and fucking sleep. And my beard is I'm fucking looking like, I don't even know what I'm looking like. Ugly version of Conor McGregor, fucking hell. So guys, we are so close to 10,000 subscribers. If you can please subscribe if you haven't, I really would appreciate it. We got to 9,998 and somehow I lost 5 subscribers. So if you unsubscribe to me and you're still watching, fuck you, motherfucker. Final macros for the day, because I know people like to know. 220 grams of protein, 500 grams of carbs on the dot, and 52 grams of fat to be precise. Roughly looking at 3,410 calories on the day. Comment down below, mug, if you've watched the whole thing. As usual, I appreciate all the support. When it comes to increasing food, I would look to increase roughly about 25 grams of carbs, 5 grams of fat. That is possibly something I can implement. Again, if performance stalls, body weight stalls, I will look to increase probably, like I said, 25 grams of carbs, 30 grams of carbs, 5 grams of fat, something like that. But if you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like. I do appreciate it so much. Hopefully we're at 10,000 subscribers. I just want to say thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much if you've been watching me since day one. I appreciate it. The eggs and oats days, anyone remembers that, the golden days. So thank you for all the support. I'll see you guys in the next one. See you in a bit.